Dear viewers, what if the past was never truly primitive? What if the people we call ancient were not waiting to be saved by progress, but only limited by time? Imagine standing in the shadow of the Great Pyramid as drones hover above it, satellites map its interior in seconds, and computers decode its construction secrets overnight. Imagine Roman legions moving with GPS precision, Greek philosophers debating artificial intelligence, or the Indus Valley running smart cities 5,000 years before the modern world. This is not a fantasy of superheroes or science fiction. This is a thought experiment that forces us to confront a powerful question. If ancient civilizations had modern technology, would our world today even exist in the same way? Or would history have taken a completely different path? One far more advanced, far more dangerous, and far more awe-inspiring than anything we know. In this video we talk about what happened if the ancient civilization had modern technology. Ancient civilizations were not ignorant societies stumbling in darkness. They were intelligent, organized, deeply philosophical cultures that built wonders without electricity, computers, or machines. They mapped stars, measured time, developed medicine, engineered cities, and ruled vast empires with nothing but human intelligence and determination. Technology didn't create intelligence. Intelligence created technology. So when we imagine ancient civilizations with modern tools, we are not giving power to fools. We are giving power to minds that already changed the world once. Consider ancient Egypt, a civilization obsessed with eternity. The Egyptians believed life was temporary, but legacy was forever. If they had access to modern technology, satellites, scanners, AI modeling, their obsession with immortality would have reshaped human history. Modern medical imaging would have transformed mummification into near-perfect preservation. Genetic science might have allowed them to clone royal bloodlines, ensuring dynasties never truly ended. Digital records etched into encrypted systems could have preserved knowledge for tens of thousands of years, instead of being lost to fire, flood, and time. The pyramids themselves, already marvels of engineering, could have been aligned with mathematical precision that modern science still struggles to fully explain. With advanced machinery, the Egyptians might have constructed megastructures that dwarfed modern skyscrapers, not for profit, but for the afterlife. Religion, however, would have taken a terrifying turn. Pharaohs were already considered gods. With modern technology, that belief would have been reinforced beyond question. Holograms, controlled weather systems, and advanced medicine could make a ruler appear truly divine. Death could be delayed. Disease could be cured selectively. Power would become supernatural in the eyes of the people. Resistance would not just be illegal, it would be heresy against a god proven by science. Now imagine Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization, armed with digital record-keeping and modern computing. This was the world's first bureaucratic society. They invented writing to track trade, laws, and resources. Give them databases, cloud storage, and AI analytics, and you create a civilization that controls every aspect of life with terrifying efficiency. Hammurabi's code, already one of the strictest legal systems in history, could have been enforced with surveillance, facial recognition, and predictive policing. Crime might nearly disappear, but so would freedom. Every action, every transaction, every mistake would be recorded forever. Justice would be fast, absolute, and unforgiving. Ancient Greece offers a very different vision. Greek civilization was built on questions. They did not just want answers, they wanted meaning. If the Greeks had access to modern technology, philosophy and science might have merged centuries earlier. Imagine Aristotle with access to microscopes, telescopes, and computational models. Biology, physics, and astronomy could have advanced thousands of years ahead of schedule. Democracy itself might have evolved into a data-driven system, where policy decisions were tested through simulations before being enacted. But Greece also reminds us of a danger. Technology amplifies division as much as wisdom. Political manipulation, propaganda, and ideological warfare could have shattered city-states even faster than war ever did. Rome, with modern technology, would have been unstoppable. The Romans were not innovators by nature, they were perfectars. They took ideas and scaled them ruthlessly. Give Rome modern logistics, communication networks, and weapons technology, and the empire might have covered the entire known world. Satellite communication would allow instant command across continents. Advanced engineering would turn Roman roads into high-speed transit networks centuries before highways existed. Military dominance would be absolute. Rebellion would be crushed before it began. Pax Romana, the Roman peace, might have lasted not centuries, but millennia. And in that world, modern nations as we know them would never form. Rome would not fall. It would evolve into something unrecognizable and eternal. But Rome also shows us the dark side of technological power. Slavery powered the empire. With automation and AI, slavery might not disappear, it might become more efficient. Humans could be reduced to data points, productivity units, or expendable labor in an empire that valued order over humanity. Technology does not remove cruelty. It optimizes it. The Indus Valley Civilization, one of the most mysterious ancient societies, presents perhaps the most hopeful scenario. These people built cities with advanced drainage systems, standardized bricks, and urban planning that modern cities still struggle to match. They showed little evidence of massive warfare or grand palaces. If the Indus Valley had modern technology, they might have created the world's first truly sustainable civilization. Smart water management, renewable energy, and clean urban design could have become humanity's default blueprint. Pollution, climate destruction, and chaotic city growth might never have occurred. The modern environmental crisis could have been avoided before it ever began. Ancient China, with its long-term thinking and centralized authority, would have embraced technology with discipline and strategy. Inventions like paper, the compass, and gunpowder already came from China centuries ahead of the rest of the world. With modern technology, China might have reached space long before modern nations existed. Surveillance and bureaucracy would be absolute, but so would stability. Dynasties might last thousands of years, evolving rather than collapsing. Innovation would be encouraged, but controlled. Individual freedom might be limited, but collective progress would be unmatched. Then there is the Maya civilization, masters of time, mathematics, and astronomy. With modern telescopes and computing power, the Maya understanding of the cosmos would be revolutionary. Their calendars, already more accurate than many European systems, could have predicted celestial events with frightening precision. Space exploration might have taken on spiritual meaning rather than political competition. But the Maya also practiced ritual sacrifice. With technology, their religious power structures could have justified even greater control, blending science and belief into something deeply unsettling. Warfare across the ancient world would change completely. Battles that once took days would be decided in minutes. Empires would rise and fall faster than ever. But paradoxically, the existence of overwhelming power might prevent war altogether. When destruction is total, fear becomes absolute. Ancient nuclear-level weapons in the hands of god-kings could freeze the world into submission. Knowledge preservation would be one of the greatest changes. The Library of Alexandria, if digitized, would be the single most important database in human history. Countless lost texts on medicine, engineering, philosophy would still exist. Humanity would not need to rediscover knowledge again and again. Progress would stack instead of restarting after every collapse. The so-called Dark Ages might never happen. But here lies the most uncomfortable truth. Technology does not make civilizations moral. It makes them powerful. And power reveals who we truly are. Ancient civilizations were brilliant, but they were also hierarchical, brutal, and often unforgiving. Women, slaves, and outsiders were rarely protected. With modern technology, inequality could become permanent. Power could be inherited, encoded, and locked forever. If ancient civilizations had modern technology, our world today might be unrecognizable, or might not exist at all. There might be no modern nations, no industrial revolution, no digital age as we know it. Humanity might already be a spacefaring species, or trapped under eternal empires that never fell. History unfolded the way it did not because ancient people lacked intelligence, but because progress came slowly, painfully, and imperfectly. And perhaps that slowness saved us. Because it allowed ideas of freedom, rights, and equality to struggle into existence alongside technology, not beneath it. The question is not whether ancient civilizations could handle modern technology. It is whether humanity, at any stage, can handle power without wisdom. And history, ancient or modern, has never given us a comforting answer.